Oh, we are live. Hey, y'all. What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm your host, Leticia. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please go ahead and make sure you smash the subscribe button, click the bell right next to it. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. So today, I thought I'd kind of switch it up for you guys. All this damn cat here. I'm gonna go over we got an action-packed June month. So I thought I'd just kind of get in the mind state of getting your gears grinding towards what's to come, since we are at May 30th. It's gonna be the 31st tomorrow, which is the last day of the month. So come on in, grab your tea, grab your coffee, let's get situated, because it's not gonna be a long video. If you guys are new here, I always talk about the intro and any updates or aka announcements that I have, and then after that I'm gonna go ahead and talk about what is to come for the month of June. Like I said, we've got a lot going on. And then I'll just give you a couple of tidbits. You guys already know, like probably the day before, the day of a new Astro update happens, I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper, of course, on each planetary movement that comes about. I'm gonna talk about a couple of aspects today to look out for. You know, if you guys haven't already watched my video, Moon in Libra, from yesterday, go watch that video as far as the moon, when I go deep into the moon, but I'll give you a little bit of tidbit here if you guys didn't watch that. And then after that, I'll do a collective tarot astrology spread for you guys. And then I'll bust into individual signs by bringing out the wheel here. That way you guys can, for sun, moon, rising, ascendant, however you want to pertain it to your, the Lord, ruler, whatever you guys want to do as far as that goes. So that way you guys can skip to the timestamps after the live video. If you guys are here live with me, comment down below, engage, have a little bit of fun, ask questions. So as far as the announcements, you guys, if you have gone to my website, that's where you can reach me, vixenafterdark.com, where you can receive your own tarot astrology divination reading there. Also, if you need any spiritual guidance as far as like a phone call or Zoom chat. And then also if you have questions about when you went ahead and downloaded your natal chart or birth chart and you had some questions, and we can correspond it personally for you, what to look out for. Okay, so that's all on my website, you guys. What else did I have to say? Oh yeah, on my Instagram, I did put on my Instagram a questionnaire. It's an NGL link where you can ask any types of questions that you may have. I am back on my other channel. If you guys follow me there, Leticia TV, I'm back over there pretty much answering questions. It's not vlog style as of yet. I do have an idea of how I want the channel to flow, but I'm just trying to you know, using that's like a mental health kind of a or uncommon questions or common questions that you guys may have. As far as that goes, you can remain anonymous when you ask me these questions. After this live video, I'll put the link down here too as well, because there's something that you may want to know about me, or just in general, something that you're dealing with and maybe you don't want anyone else to kind of know, or you might be embarrassed. You know, they always used to call me a voice for the quiet ones, so I'll be answering those questions over on that channel. Personal questions too, so maybe your answer might end up on that channel. So go ahead and follow Leticia TV as well. It should be linked to this channel. I'm not sure. I'll look afterwards to see if it's linked up. So without further ado, let's get started, you guys. As far as what to look out for, June is going to be huge. I'm going to give you a lineup of what. Ooh, why is this on magnifier? Hold on. Why is this on magnifier? I'm not blind. Anyways, there we go. So what to look out for, what's to come, right? So we still have, I'm sorry, I'm so thirsty. For the moon, for the lineup of what to look out for June, we've got the full moon coming up in Sagittarius. We have Mars also, Venus moving into Leo. I just said that because Mars is in Leo. So that means Mars and Venus in Leo. And then we also have Pluto going direct in Capricorn on the same day. We also have Mercury moving into its home sign, Gemini. We also have Saturn going retrograde. And we have a new moon after that, which is going to be in the sign of Gemini. And then we have a couple of asteroids like Aries going into Libra. We have the sun entering into Cancer season coming up. And then Juno is going to go into Cancer along with it. We also have Vesta going into Gemini as well. And then Mercury will switch up and go into Cancer too. And then Neptune's going to go retrograde. So you guys, you already know it's a retrograde eclipse season. So I thought I'd kind of give you a heads up. I'm going to go through each one. That way you can kind of know how to prep for what's to come. I know we hear about it. Either you hear about it too late or you hear about it like day of and you're like, what do I do? What's going on? So I get a lot of those questions. That way, the reason being is because, all of these energies for us and what happens with the planets, it can really allow it, or it can provide you a lot of insight. Not only based off of who you are personally, as far as, our personalities, what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses, and things of that nature, but also the challenges we may face and potential opportunities that are here to come as well. So it's kind of good to really look out for that because you're aligning with the energies. So you can really call it going into alignment, right? Like literally. That way you can kind of gain also too like a sense of timing for how things are playing out in your life personally, depending on what planet is in what house and where it's transiting in more of a detailed manner for you personally. That's why I always say, if you haven't already downloaded your natal chart, you can go to my website, click the link, it's free. But anywho, so that way we can just make more informed decisions. We're not running around, like a chicken with her head cut off, trying to figure out what to do or why is this happening, and everyone says like, dang, is Mercury drinking the Kool-Aid? Because I don't know what happened today, but I see a lot of those videos. And this is so that you can be in the know and aware, and you'll have something to call it, right? You'll know what is playing out. That way you won't trip so hard as far as thinking it's maybe only you, or, you just never know what questions arise. But that way you can know how to take action and know what to participate in, not what to participate in, know what to initiate, know what to change in your life. I think it's really important, And as far as the relationships or ships that we're sailing, as far as business partnerships, love relationships, even with our family, our kids, our lovers, knowing what challenges will arise with that and how we can have opportunities to grow in those areas in our relationships. And, on the flip side of that, we're all going somewhere, right? We all have something we want to do, something that we want to tap into. We want to grow, evolve, change. We want our lives to be so much better, or just to amplify them, I should say, if you're already, content right now. But if you have certain goals, this is how you can allow the energies to work for you. So it's good to know how are they playing out, what's going on, and how they're playing in your houses. That we can kind of amplify whatever it is that you desire. It's kind of like making sure that things are working in a way where it's in harmony to you. Now, there are some fated experiences that we're gonna have, but the harder you go on shadow work and the harder you go in mastering your energy, it's not gonna be so boom, bam, pow in your face. You know what I'm saying? So that way we can work with these cosmic forces to really manifest our goals and our desires in 3D while we're still here. If you're still breathing, you watch my video, you got something going on. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear you're bored or woe is me, or I can't do this or that. Like, no, we're here to put fire under our ass and get something done, or at least just be in a better mood and be happy with and walking gratitude with where we're at now. You know, not always being in need or, you know, in want. Okay. And just being content with, or not even content, like just happy, like being your own happiness, being your own sunshine, and really deepen your connection, or I should say you deepen your spiritual connection, to provide you more of a sense of being. It's kind of like painting, like a, think of like a cosmic tapestry, like on the wall, you know, and aligning yourself with, you know, the experiences that you have, so that you can grow and work with, you know, the universal energies. Now I really wish I had a goddamn tapestry behind me. I don't know what the fuck I'm pointing at, but these are my cute little butterfly wall. If you guys, like, they literally stick out, if you can see. I don't know if you can tell. Anyways, so that's the reason why this motivates me, to actually, I used to only talk about astrology and what's going on with my friends within mid conversation. It'd be like just a regular, like, I talk about astro updates just like, you know, I don't know, just like, hey, do you drink water? Like, it's like a regular part of a conversation. Like, if you know me and you're my friend and we talk on the phone, you know, I'm like, oh, you know, da, 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 you know, Mars is whatever, you know what I mean, in Leo, you know that Lilith is chilling over there, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be talking like that on a regular, be like, so don't overanalyze, or don't do this. And people only know that if they actually personally know me. So hence why, this is why I'm adding it to the channel now, because I keep getting people saying, why don't you talk about astrology? So this is why we're here today, right? So that's why I incorporated in. And I also even seen the signs. I was paying attention to the signs, not just by my friends telling me, but also every time I would go look at the charts for myself, I seen some chick talking about the word tarot astrology. And I'm like, I don't see that a lot. Let's kind of bring that to the forefront, incorporating, instead of just busting out tarot cards on a regular, correlating it to what's going on so that we can all be in alignment. Instead of worrying about if Tom, Dick, or Harry loves you or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's work on ourselves first and get ourselves where we want to match with what it is that we actually want. You know what I'm saying? We got to match that first, right? Match that energy, match that frequency. So it only makes sense. So anywho, so let's pull it up here. Like I said, so the dates, if you guys want to, oh shit, hold on. If you guys want to get a calendar out, you can write this down. But you guys know, if you follow my channel, I'll always go live either the day of or the day before, prepping you for what's to come as far as these energies. You know what? This is really, hold up. There we go. That was pissing me off. It was like a big ass magnifying glass. So June 3rd, guys, we do have a full moon in the fire sign of Sagittarius. We all know Sagittarius is a fire energy. And it's also a mutable sign. And then on the other flip side of that, we all know full moons is a time when we release, okay? When we kind of reevaluate and reflect. Because when the moon is full, this is the time to kind of like let go of some shit, okay? Reflect. All the R words, kind of like in a retrograde in a sense. Just releasing, removing, researching, okay? Because when the moon is new, and when it's a new moon, when the new moon is new, when it's a new moon, that's when you want to plant new seeds. So as far as a full moon in Sag, some things that you can definitely do is you can get ready. So let's prepare, right? So we all know the full moon's coming up. And we all have our daily living activities and we get so busy. So make some space for yourself, okay? Meaning like cleanse your space, tidy, if you want to create your own like actual sacred space, you can do that. Or just literally clean out your space right now to prepare, like whether that's your room, your living room, your office, garage, whatever it is that you want to do that makes you feel better about yourself. Because when you feng shui and you move, it's kind of like you move energy out. I kid you not. Like I remember when I what was this, last year? It took me like a week. Well, actually, if we add it all the way up together, I'd say, because starting and stopping, maybe like a whole month to like organize garage. And once I cleanse it, the energy just felt so much better. Like you just want to walk in there and kick it. So anyway, so cleaning your space, clearing the energy, decluttering, dusting, ooh, excuse me, tidying up some things, okay, is going to be really good. You can even, after you do that, you can smudge, sage, to even, you know, energetically move things around. Make sure you're doing it in the correct way though, because when you move that wand of sage or whatever, you could be opening or closing portals. Hopefully you look that up and you know how to do that. But also too, you know, or lighting incense. Some people are allergic to incense. So you can use like essential oils, you know, or what's the machine, like a machine to purify your space per se. You can do that too, to create just like a fresh atmosphere after you've cleansed the space. You could even create like an altar if you want, you know what I'm saying, if you don't have that already, or just cleanse your altar. You know, or just get a dedicated space. Like if you have a partner you live with, or you have kids or something, it's always good to have like your own separate quiet space for yourself. That way you can kind of focus, especially like if you're reading, or, you know, some people have like cute little, like, oh, my homegirl has like this cute bay view window with like cushions and pillows, and she can just read and look outside as well. So, you know, stuff like that. You know, and you can place certain significant things getting ready for, since it's a full moon, you can place certain special things. A lot of people have full moon rituals. I'm pretty sure you can find one on YouTube. Some people ask me to start doing that, but I don't know. I'll think about that as far as new moon and full moon rituals, if I want to tap into that space. Like in real life, like put what I do out there, or give you guys suggestions maybe on what to do. But there's so much content out there. I'm pretty sure you can find it, but you know, I might tap in because some people do ask me. But anyways, this can include, you know, gathering crystals, candles, flowers, pictures, you know, stuff like that. You know, whatever works for you, whatever you pull out, whatever resonates with you. Now, everyone always says, oh, you should have this or that. You know, your altar is your altar. Okay, don't let anybody tell you it's right or there's no wrong in it. You know, there's no right or wrong in any of that. Some grand suggestions, though, depends on the work that you're doing as far as rituals, okay? Whether you want all the elements, water, fire, air, earth. You know, it's totally, it can go so many different ways. It just depends on what work you're putting in. So anyways, you can start finding all your crystals that you've hidden everywhere, you know, gather all those together. People like to sit those under the sun. I haven't seen the sun in goddamn a whole week. It's kind of depressing. I don't see how people live in Alaska, because it's kind of depressing when I can't see the sun, because I meditate under the sun every day. So that's a whole ordeal. For me, it's different. I'm in goddamn California. Where's the sun? You know what I mean? So now I got to gather my buddies and we need to change this goddamn weather. So anyways, so what to do as far as that, you know, start gearing your mind towards, like I said, reflecting, things that you want to release. And as you clean out, you can release some shit too. Some people are donating, you know, switching up, changing out their wardrobe, going in their closet, cleaning out their closet, things of that nature. You can do some things like that too. You probably, like for me, this is why I'm telling you guys this, because I typically feel the energies before they play out. And I didn't know that I was already acting out, like a long time ago. I didn't know I was already acting out certain. I'm like, why do I feel like doing this? And then boom, we have an Astro event coming up. And I'm like, oh, so I would always feel things early. So you might be one of those people too. So anyways, here we are. So the next event too. Oh, you know what's really good? I don't know if you guys have one, but I have a gratitude journal. So every morning I wake up. First I do a brain dump of like my dreams. And then I do another brain dump of things I want to get done for the day. And then I have another gratitude journal where I write at least 11 things that I'm grateful for, like waking up right away. Drink my 8 ounces of water. Like, that's my little ritual that I do, you know, when I get up. So maybe that's something that you can incorporate if you don't have one already, for when the full moon comes. So go to the Dollar Tree, you know, get you a few little composition books or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get some journal books if you haven't stocked up yet. Get some of those, you know, get everything in order now, okay? Because we do also have here Pluto going direct, okay? Pluto is retrograde right now in Aquarius. It's going to go again in Capricorn. I want to say, I don't know exact date, but June 11th, Pluto enters Capricorn, and it's going to be direct now. Okay, so Capricorn is an earth sign. So think of all the things that govern Capricorn. It's an earth energy. So career, okay, let's get geared towards what it is, how we want to make money. That's like a Capricorn. Structure, you know, how you want to structure everything, just getting organized, you know, in those areas of your life, like getting prepared to get your mind geared for that. Like really sit on some shit and figure out what the hell it is that you would like to do. I need to stop cussing. Anyways, how do you want your life to change? What do you want to see new in your life? So what does this look like? You know, you might have some old patterns or behaviors or belief systems that probably don't work for you right now at this time. There could be some old structures that no longer serve you. So, you know, you want to change things and make sure it's for your highest good, okay? So how can you release? What can you release? That way you can have a new beginning, because you can't continue to do the same thing and it's not working. It's leaving you stagnant. It's so evident. I always tell you guys this. If there's something stuck or stagnant in your life, it's for a reason. So use these instances or experiences that you have to see what can you change. It's like all this energy right now, it's really forcing us to change. Look, we got, like I said, we got a lot of planets still in Taurus. Look, we have Mercury in Taurus, Jupiter's in Taurus, Uranus is in Taurus, we have the North Node in Taurus. So that's still like really boosting the change here. Not to mention, we do have, let's see, Neptune going retrograde, because Neptune's in Pisces still, all right? And Saturn's also in Pisces, and Saturn's going to go retrograde. So you kind of, it's going to force you anyways to figure some shit out and go within when it's retrograding. So why not get prepared now for that? Just start making adjustments and really set some new intentions. I always say setting an intention within everything that you do. Like even me drinking this, before I opened it, I set an intention to make sure I know why I want to drink this. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like anything you do, why I put on what I put on for today. You know, whether it's down to the jewelry, to the headwear, the headgear, the colors, setting intentions with everything. Doing things on purpose, right? That we can become more in alignment with your authentic self, and you're not copying anybody else. You're literally just being you and who you want to be, and expressing yourself and doing that. And I'll tell you, as far as Venus going into Leo, that's literally that's the name of the game right there. Really being creative with expressing who you are, because Leo is a creative sign. I'll go into that in a second, but when Pluto goes retrograde, this is where we can prep for doing a little bit of shadow work too, okay? Engaging in shadow work. So what does this look like? You might want to buy a couple of books off Amazon, or you might, like I said, set up your creative space, set some time away. That way you can go and possibly, you know, have quiet time, have your notebook, ask yourself certain questions and dive really deep and dig deep as to what's been triggering you, because I know last week probably was very challenging for many of us with all those squares that were playing out. So there had to be some kind of events that were going on with somebody. I know I experienced a couple of things too. So, you know, I'm not out of the equation either. But it's all about doing the shadow work, right? Really exploring the subconscious patterns that we that we have going on here. You know, what are some fears? You know, where do you have limiting beliefs? Okay, so that's part of shadow work. Okay, and just practicing to really, during full moon plus Pluto going retrograde, is like releasing. Just let it go. That way you can kind of surrender. And like I said, just make it a mission to get back to finding out who you truly are inside. We've been so programmed our whole lives to look outside of ourselves, to work for other systems, to not be creative and just become like pretty much a slave to the system, and, you know, be in fear our whole lives. So now in our later adult years, here we go, we're trying to, now it's like, no, I like this, I don't like that, you know. It's kind of like saying, my mom used to force me to eat cream of wheat when I was little, and I hate it. You know, it's like now as you grow up, you're starting to do the things that you like to do, right? I'm pretty sure if you have your own place, the way you're decorating it, and then your parents probably come over and they try and move certain things around. Why did you get that? What's that? You know what I mean? Like, it's your style. It's how you want to groove, check and jive, right? So kind of the same thing as far as internally, your morals, values, and beliefs. So pretty much surrendering to that process. And not letting anyone outside of you tell you how to do something or tell you how to live or how to be, you know, really doing things for yourself is really important. Okay, because on that same day we have Mercury going to Gemini. That same day Mercury goes into Gemini. So that's where Mercury's at home. Mercury's the planet of communication. Gemini's the air sign. Okay, so right now it's in Taurus. Okay, it's almost home. So you know when a sign is kind of almost home, it's kind of like, it's like, let me get these last few things done before I have to go home, and then I get to sleep and rest and crash and pass out, kind of an energy when it goes home. So this is really going to enhance our communication skills. Okay, so if you're a person like me, I did a channel about communication. I've been working on this for years, forever, but like the one thing I said earlier, let me try and stop cussing. So for me, I'm going to prepare to try and stop being a sailor's mouth for when I go live. That's one of my missions, you know, just to share one. As far as when I'm conversing, to get my point across, it's because I'm just so passionate. That's just how I've always been. I just can't help it, but I want to try and help that. I don't want to give any excuses anymore. I want to try and eliminate that and be way more professional. Instead of having to use a filler word to express how I feel with cussing, you know? So that's just something I want to work on. When Mercury goes into Gemini, this is all about our connections, networking, right? We're still in that because Sun is in Gemini. So this season should already been preparing you for that when Mercury goes home. So who have you been talking to? What have you been putting your time and energy into as far as people, places, and things right now? So you're getting a spotlight of it right now. And then when Mercury goes home, it's really like going to be really important for you, especially when Pluto goes direct, because Pluto moves really fast, as far as your endeavors and what you want to do. So are you engaging with those people of substance that have something to share and motivate or support you in your endeavors and what you got going on to boost you up? Or are you talking in rooms, because, you know, also the other side of Gemini is a superficial conversation and gossiping? Or are you on that playing field where it's not, you're having conversations that aren't getting you anywhere, and it's full of drama and hate and whatever have you, you know, anything negative that's not helping you? Okay, so this is where you can kind of really fine tune all of that, because when Mercury goes home, boom, it'll give you that energy, it'll give you that boost if you haven't been already while the Sun's been in Gemini, to get organized, right, and stay organized. Planet communication is also about thoughts and researching too. So kind of like, how do I say it? Managing the information that you receive. Like, for example, I have information down here. Like, I have Post-it notes over here. I got a book over there. I got something in my room. I got something in my office. So maybe gathering all of that information, fine-tuning it, checking things off a list, or initiating things that I want to do. Mars and Leo. So, you know, Mercury and Gemini, like I said, you can have so many scattered thoughts. And this is why I want to prep you, because it's at home. Like I said, when a planet, it's good, but then there's also the other side of it. It's been out having so much fun. Imagine yourself, right? You're not home. So when you go out, it's mainly to go have fun or do something that you like to do for the most part, besides going to work. But when you go out and you go to a party, you get dressed up, you get dolled out, you have experience, you have the time of your life. You're out till, let's say, remember, you know, if you're out till like 4 in the morning partying or whatever, and then when you finally get home, what you want to do? Wash your ass and, you know, take off all your jewelry and change, get in your yummy PJs and watch some TV and get in your comfortable bed. So same thing as far as the planet goes. When the planet gets home, it's at rest. Okay, it's like boom. I'm just gonna be me. This is my home. This is how I always am. So in the midst of that, you can kind of think of Gemini as like I said, having scattered thoughts. You know, that superficial communication as well. Kind of like just, you know, when you're at home, you don't care, right? So what does that look like in real life? It's kind of like, you know, when you walk around your house and ain't nobody home, so you walking around butt booty naked. You know what I mean? Like, no, you don't care. You don't have a care in the world. You kind of just, you peek your nose. You might, you know what I mean? Do whatever it is that you do. That's kind of that energy too. So you got to remember, when the planet's at home, it does what it wants to do. You can experience the negative and the positive of that, right? And this is how it's playing. This is how you can look at it, and this is how it's playing out. So what you want to do instead is make sure you're practicing mindful communication with other people now and get yourself ready for that. You know, making sure that you're eliminating those people in those conversations that you're having that don't really mean nothing at the end of the day. Oh, excuse me. So, there we go. Dang, I can't wait for that to get out. You can also practice, you know, taking your time. Like if you're speaking to someone, make sure you have space for them. You know, make sure you have space to hear someone that's going through something, like a friend or a family member, or even your kids, you know, because you don't want to just be yelling at your kids and just pushing them to the side just because you're pissed off about something. Make sure you're holding space, or you have the space. So practice being patient, practice, just like I did, pause, breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like really pause and breathe and listen attentively to what's being said to you. A lot of times we're always multitasking, okay? And this was, trust me, this happened to me. Like I was like this, the master multitasker, but I would miss a lot of gems. And here I go asking questions over again, or just missing the jewels sometimes. And you can really miss a lot of gems if you don't have active listening skills when you're conversing with other people. So start practicing that. Now's the time to really do that, so that you can be clear on what it is, where you want to go, what you want to do. And you can also be authentic in the midst of all of this too, and be real and be like, you know what, I'm not going to participate in that. Choosing our words consciously when we answer people, really thinking about it instead of just hopping on the bandwagon and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know, this is like someone saying, hey, you know, TikTok, they're canceling TikTok. I'm not gonna be on TikTok no more. They're taking everybody's information. Well, a little too late for that. You've been on that for how long now? And you've already, like, they've already probably gotten all this, and now they're just telling you now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then so there you go, following the bandwagon and cutting it off, you know. But first, instead, what you want to do your own research. Instead of being a follower, be a leader and see what works best for you. This is how you move in your own accord, and not just by following what the majority of the world is doing and how everything's playing out. Doing your own due diligence before making a sound decision. Okay? And also, too, you know, maybe fostering some connections there as well. Here's another one. Venus is going into Leo. Oh, excuse me. So Venus is all about love, relationships. No, but it's also the things that we value, money as well. And it's going to a fire sign of Leo. So this is lit because Leo likes front center stage. Give me the mic. Yeah. Leo likes to keep it lit, you know. And like I said, Leo is a creative zodiac sign. So Leo likes to get things done. If you know a Leo in your life, they probably have their own business, or they created something, or they could be thinking about it, or it's in the works. Like if you got a Leo that really ain't got nothing going on, it could be based on their chart, but I don't want to categorize people, but most Leos I know, they got their own business, or a couple of them. So, or they're thinking about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they got ideas in the works, like they know that they have like, they're very skilled, and they want people to kind of see it. You know, things happen in life, so everyone's different. But anyways, so Venus moving to Leo, marked on the calendar, that's June 5th. Okay, so this is how you can really start reflecting. Write down on a list of a sheet of paper, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do on your downtime, right? What are the things that you're actually really skilled at doing? What is some knowledge that you may know that you always like talking about? Some people, you don't even realize, like some people, like one of my homeboys, he works at like he sells cars, but he really likes to read books. Like he likes to talk about like philosophical kind of topics. And no, he's not a Sag. But that's like he does that for fun. Like he loves that. You know, you never know that until you talk to him. So what are some things that it could be just knowledge, you know, stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, if you really think about it with Venus and Leo, you can really embrace your creative spark, any unique qualities that you hold, and you can bring those to the forefront, like the Leo energy. Bring it into the spotlight, right? So, excuse me. So get those activities going for yourself. And like I said, if you use the energy too to prep for the full moon, you probably released some things out of your closet, donated some things, and now you can start expressing yourself by the way that you dress, you know, just switching up your style, especially with Leo energy. Leo likes to look real good. Leo likes to look really yummy, like dressed to impress, honey, if they going out. Like they're a showstopper, honey. So you might want to do that as well. My sister is a Leo and she owns, hold on. Where'd the chat go? Oh no. What happened? Hold on. I don't know what I did. Oh, there it is. What's up, T? My sister is a Leo and she owns a restaurant. See? Boom. Like, I'm sorry, all Leos I know own a business. They just do. You gotta know that I'm kind of up there in age too. I'm 39, so I know a lot of people that are pretty established right now. Anywho, so not to say like if you don't have a business you're not established. Just don't think like that either. Anyways, so Leo, just think of Leos as like a hustler. Like all Leos I know, they be hustling, boy. They might have like, that's what I said, they have like 50 million things going on. You know, I know a homeboy that owns like 2 shops, and then he sells on the side, and then he does this, and then he does that. He's got a clothing line, and then he does, you know what I mean? There's so many little like endeavors. So think of Leo as a hustler, kind of an energy. Like I said, Leo's supposed to have the spotlight in his lifetime. So, you know, they like to take action and keep things lit. So whatever it is that you do, you might be a painter, you might be a writer, you might draw. I know I've been getting the spark to on my free time to get back into my drawings. I feel like if you don't use it, you lose it. So I've been trying to get back into that because I like to draw portraits. So however you want to, thanks for tuning in too, T. So however you want to express yourself and what resonates with you. Like I said, you can review your wardrobe, get stylish on them. I just thought of that Nicki Minaj song, did it on them. I don't know. You can also connect with friends, you know, Venus energy, our relationships, whatever ship we're sailing. Connect with people and loved ones, whether this is also in your community. You know, you can start planning social gatherings. You know, that'd be a grand time to maybe connect with people, reach out to people that you're like, you know what, I feel kind of bad. I haven't really talked to them in a while. Let me check on them and see what they got going on. You know, reach out to people that actually mean something to you. You know, life, we get busy. We have things going on, and, you know, you want to tap in. So watch when you get messages from people or phone calls. No, Mercury's not drinking the Kool-Aid. It's Venus going into goddamn Leo, okay? I don't want to hear no videos talking about what is going on. That's probably why. People might want to talk to people. You might have meant something to somebody and you haven't heard from them in months, you know, and all of a sudden they just think of you, or you might pop up on their Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, whatever, Twitter or something like that. Because this is the time where people want to nurture those relationships that have value to them, Venus and Leo. So just show appreciation for people that bring you joy, that motivate you, that support you, that are always there for you, you know, that bring love into your life, that are not a liability, they're an asset. Okay. So set your intentions around your love and relationships when Venus moves into Leo. Of course, you know, before that happens, I'm going to probably be live, but I'm just kind of prepping you guys right now. We do also have, let's see, other ones. I'm just going to wait to do the videos, but just so you guys can write out on your calendar, we have Saturn going retrograde on the 17th. And then we have a new moon in Gemini on the 18th. The 21st, we have Cancer season. And then also, if you guys care about asteroids, we have the Ceres. Ceres goes into Libra. I feel like they're not talked about enough. So Ceres is all about our emotional attachments, like kind of like parenting and caretaking kind of an energy. This damn retainer. I'm getting used to it. And then we also have June 22nd. We have Juno entering into Cancer. Juno is all about our relationships and our partnerships and marriages, but also too, it's our desires and needs. And then Vesta is going to go into Gemini, and Vesta is all about, oh God. Our Vesta is our commitment. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Probably because I'm thinking of like work and service. It's also personal development, but what are we devoted to? What are we dedicating our energy to? What are we what are we committed to right now at this time? So that's going to be kind of important, especially when it goes into Gemini. And I'll talk more about this later. June 26th, we also have Mercury entering Cancer. Okay. And then we have June 30th, at the end of the month, Neptune goes retrograde. So, like I said, you'll see the titles. Make sure you're subscribed with click the bell. That way you guys are notified every time I go live on all of these planetary alignments that are playing out. So, let's go into kind of what's going on now. All right, let's kind of switch gears a little bit. I just wanted to give you guys kind of a heads up on what to look forward to and how to like get your gears grinding. Like I said, so that you can be in alignment with what's playing out. And then how you can pertain this to you personally. When these planets move, you can see what house that's transiting in. So it's good to know what time you were born. That way you can, well, you don't have to. There is, like, I think Astro does it for you if you don't know the exact time. But it's really good to know the exact time when you were born. It'll let you know what your rising sign is. And that's how, the planets will be moving around in different houses for you. So whatever planet is playing out in what house for you. Houses 1 through 12. Okay? That's how you can relate it to yourself personally. So anywho, let's switch it up. So, Moon in Libra, okay? This is a perfect segue because I feel like, we're still in this yummy, charming energy with Moon in Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus because it's, the planet of love, relationships, things that we value, money. So it's relationship oriented right now at this time. So how can you seek emotional security within your connections right now? I'm pretty sure, I already had a couple of conversations, so like, are you doing that? Nurturing your relationships that you have right now, telling people you love them, you miss them, you care about them, whatever it is, or letting people know, hey, I can't do this anymore. However that plays out for you. So this energy is where we can kind of thrive in that aspect. Libra is all about balancing the scales. So it's all about, are you seeing the reciprocity in your connections? Is there reciprocity, if any? Okay, so you're going to start to notice that. If something is unbalanced in your relationships, you're going to be like, you know what? They want me to support them, but I'm not, but they're not supporting me. So I'm done with that, you know, because it's unbalanced to you. So that's how you're going to balance out your connection with that particular person or whatever. So we're all kind of looking at that right now. You got to also think of the flip side of Libra can be very indecisive. They kind of will like to have the last word in a conversation, and then walk away as if nothing kind of happened. A lot of people can also look for external validation within this time as well when the moon's in Libra. So you kind of have to be aware of that energy for yourself as well. And also being in like a people-pleasing kind of an energy. You don't want to have your wants and needs and desires. You don't want to have those. I can't talk today for some reason. I gotta look at my chart. I might have some squares going on with Mercury. You don't want to have your needs, wants, and desires in the taking a back seat. So yeah, that can also play out as well. So you want to try and really, during this time, you want to keep the peace. Moon and Libra's energy, like you don't want to have any conflicts. You really don't. But if you got to go there, you got to go there. So I feel like it's more harmonious than ever. But sometimes you might have to have those tough conversations right now during this time, especially when the sun's in Gemini and the Mars is in Leo right now. You see how all this kind of matters? Everything matters. So learn to know when to address certain situations and learn when to kind of just back off and leave it alone. Okay? That way you can grow and you can learn and do things in a healthier way, as I like to say. Okay? So a few aspects here, you guys, before we tap into our collective spread. Let's pull them up. Let's see what we got going. Yeah, let me just drink with the top on. Kind of the same thing. I always just look for the changes. Oh, we have some nice trines going on. That's good. I'll talk about, you know, what's been playing out, and I'll probably do that when I do the spread. Same thing going on. North Node still at 0 degrees, conjuncting with Jupiter. So that's really just finding comfort in, you know, grounding ourselves in this physical realm, because, you know, Jupiter's an Earth sign. North Node North Node in Taurus, Jupiter's in Taurus. So both Earth signs. See, something going on. Somebody don't want me to talk. Something going on. I got to really figure that out. So finding comfort and grounding in this physical realm, so that we can grow, right? And cultivating like a positive mindset towards our endeavors, our desires, things that we want to happen for ourselves, as far as gaining wealth, resources, you know, having the material growth, right? So that's pretty much North Node is conjuncting with Jupiter is allowing us to do that, giving us more opportunities to expand, our financial resources so that we can enjoy, you know, the comforts of life right now, right? Prioritizing ourselves is a major one, and making sure you're doing your self-care activities as well. Like I said, you don't want to leave yourself in the background. You want to make sure you're getting your needs met as well. Okay, nourishing your body, making sure you know what you're putting in your goddamn body. It's a significant part of your growth as well. Okay, that way you can enjoy all of the material gains and opportunities that are coming to you. You can't enjoy shit if your health is shit, right? So, damn, I gotta work on that. So and cultivating stable connections during this time too. Big on loyalty, big on trust, big on values. So that's why it's important right now to make sure you know what connections you're having and with who and why. Where y'all going? Where y'all headed? What y'all got going on? And really building those strong foundations right now is going to be very key. Unless you just a person this is going to be like solo bolo your whole life, like, you know what I mean. You really want to build some strong connections right now, because you never know what the hell is gonna go on as far as in the world. You might need to phone a friend for 500. You know what I'm saying? So making sure you have that support around you, that way you can also grow, because you want to have experiences, that way you can learn more about yourself. It's kind of like you can't it's kind of like when people, I know this is like a sensitive subject, but I'm just take it as like a simple visual example, okay? It's kind of like you wanting to homeschool your kid and not put them in a public school with other kids their age. You know, it's kind of like you're sheltering them from having those experiences with other kids and other people their age to see what it is that they would go through in order to build armor for themselves. Okay, just to give you a visual though. That can go real deep, so don't get too sensitive, but I'm just trying to give you a visual. That's it. It's just an example, y'all, okay? Because I know about school systems. I know. We're not gonna go there right now. That's a whole nother life. So, what else do we have going on? So yeah, just making sure your journey, you're involving yourself with aligning your beliefs, morals, and values with what the hell you got going on. So what does this look like when we're North Node in Taurus conjuncting with Jupiter? This looks like, I don't know, maybe you start gardening and you have a gardening business. Maybe, you know, you're into something with real estate right now because it's Taurian energy, right? So you're doing something to achieve financial stability. Like for me, I know how to do credit, so I might be helping other people work on their credit. You know what I'm saying? And for myself. So holding credit workshops or some shit like that. Damn, I could really do that. I didn't even think about that. Nah. Making sure, you know, you have food security, and resources and things of that nature for your community around you. Let's say you're the only person that gardens, and, you know, you probably selling, people come to your house to buy eggs and tomatoes and avocados and kale and whatever. You know, you could be helping your community out in some form or fashion in that way, okay? Just like natural things, like maybe you're a person that creates natural soaps and body oils, and teaching people how to, you know, create their own toothpaste or whatever have you. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, so that we can get away from the systems that were already set up, the commercialized BS systems that they have already, and, you know, cultivating our own things, being creative and thinking outside of the box. So just to give you a couple of examples, we do also have Lilith in Leo. It's doing a cute little sextile with the moon right now, which is in Libra. So this just gives us a little bit more playful, charming kind of an energy when it comes to our personal connections. So this is allowing us to have those beautiful, harmonious conversations that might be a little bit of a struggle, or you might think something negative might happen, but then it ends up turning really beautiful. Lilith is playing in that way, because you got to think Lilith is more of like our primal instincts, like and things that could be hidden, like hidden desires. So, you know, this brings in that nice quality as far as our personal interactions, you know, giving us the confidence, Leo energy, to really express how we truly feel about what we got going on. Even like expressing yourself personally. Like you might want to do something to your hair. You might want to dye half of it purple and half of it blonde or something. Like, I don't know. I'm just, that's like really an example of like how to creatively express yourself without caring about what anybody else got going on. You're going to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't care. You're being artsy. This is how you express yourself and your energy and what you got going on. So this could also be in the workplace too. This looks like you maybe pursuing a career in like performing arts. Like you always wanted to do ballet, or you always wanted to be an actor or some sort. So you're going to go ahead and pursue that, but you're also going to be motivating other people too in the midst of it, being like, hey, you can do it too. You know what I mean? Like, get out there and do it. Like, encouraging other people to do it. So that also can, you know, play a part in that as well. All right, let's move on. I'm ready for the spread. I'm ready for the spread. Ready for the spread. Did I bring? I don't know if I brought all my stuff downstairs. But we're gonna do some tarot astrology, guys. Okay, Spirit Cosmo deck. You know how I roll. This is becoming my favorite deck right now. I'm not even gonna cap to you. I'm not even gonna cap to you. So this is for the collective. Don't forget everything's time stamped. And then after that, do we have time? Oh yeah, we have plenty of time. We have plenty of time. So don't forget, we do have some squares playing out still. Last week was harder than this week, but we do still have some squares. We do have the sun is squaring up with Saturn. We also have the moon squaring up with Venus. Mars is squaring up with Jupiter. Jupiter is then squaring up with Pluto. Lilith is also doing its cute little square with goddamn Mercury and Uranus right now. And the North Node is also squaring up with Pluto. A lot of Pluto action, you guys. Still. And then Chiron is squaring with Venus still. So you got to remember, squaring up, right? Not being able to kind of shine in those areas, but if you know how it's playing out for you specifically, you can make that square work for you. The squares aren't always that bad. You just have to know how to work with the energy. And if you watch my channel every single day, I go over when these aspects started at 0 degrees and they're continuing to play out. All right, because we do have some trines, which are any gifts or talents. We have within you personally. When you see a trine, it's like a gift or talent for yourself. But sextiles and trines are really good. Okay, those are opportunities for us. Okay, trines make it a little bit easier. So even though we have the sun squaring with Saturn, we have the sun is also trining with the moon right now, which is helping the moon out in that energy and helping everything out. It's also trining with Pluto too. So it's like a push and pull, okay? Push and pull kind of an energy with certain things. So there are areas of opportunities there, okay? Sun's also sextiling with Mars, okay? But also, even though Jupiter's squaring with Pluto, it's sextiling with Saturn. And as you watch my channel, you know I go over when they move, so I'm not going to go into each one. But if it does play out in the collective spread within this tarot astrology session that we have, then I'll bring it up and I'll go more into detail about it. All right, that's why it's good to kind of keep up with the videos, guys. That way you guys can know what's moving where and what's happening, because I'd be going into detail when they be moving around as far as the aspects goes. Okay. All right, so what do we need to see for the collective right now at this time? What is the focus? What do we need to see for the collective? What do we need to see for the collective? Wow. Okay. Hey, Mama. What do you do, Mama? See that? Ooh. This one is like, see, a lot of things are changing. When a card comes out sideways to me, it's like we're going through a shift or a change. And all week, pretty much every day of the week, there's always some shift going on. Just so that you guys are aware of it, okay? We're always shifting or hopping timelines, if you want to call it that. It's totally up to you. There's always a shift somewhere. And if you master your energy, you'll know, did you feel that shift? Because you'll know something that is not of you at that current time, if that makes sense. You know, there's something in the air, something going on, right? If you can be a person that's observant and you're outside kind of looking, it's like kind of having like a bird's eye view of what's going on around you in whatever scenario is playing out at that moment. You'll be like, why is everybody acting crazy right now? Like, what is going on? Everybody just woke up on the wrong side of the bed today? Like, it'll be like that. Like, that's something that where, you know, there's some type of shift because it's playing out collectively. Anywho, so let's do the reversals first, you guys. So we have 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay, this is Mars energy, the planet of action, and this is in the fire sign. All the wands are fire signs. It's playing out in Sagittarius. 9 is the number of someone that likes to be, you know, rolling solo. Okay, so when it's in reverse, there's something there that's going on here. It could pertain to our emotions. It's like we're eliminating our emotions out of the equation, because we have 9 of chalices as well after that. But I just like to go card by card here for you guys, and then we'll put it together in a second. And we also have strength in reverse. So these are the only reversals that came out, okay? So it's kind of like, you know that feeling when you're almost there? This can be the feeling of, you know, you're almost there with something, but you're giving up. It's like you're facing way too many challenges. You feel like you can't take action. You're doubting yourself. Here comes fear right when you're at the finish line. And I want to tell you that whenever you face the most, I would say, when there's so much of a detriment, like so many things are happening to you, and you look at it as like, damn, I must have bad luck, or I must have planted bad seeds, or why is all this bad stuff happening to me? Like, why? I just want to be happy. I just want to be whatever it is for you. And you think that it's yourself, and it's really not. It just could mean, like I said, you might need to change your perspective. You might need to go about something, but you need to show the universe that whatever it is that you're going after, you need to fight for it and not give up. In the midst of when everything seems to be crumbling around you, that's when you need to go balls to the walls for what you want. That is a test to see how bad do you want something. Okay? These are where the tests come in. And look at that. It's got to deal with money. It's got to be. My hand's itching. That's a test. Okay? Are you really going to give up when shit hits the fan or it gets hard for you? Like, you're just going to be like, oh my God, I can't do it, and do something else and get all in your feelings about it? 9 of chalices in reverse. Okay? And you're going to be in the woe is me kind of an energy and sob and cry about it? Or are you really going to work towards it and fight and go against everything? Go against what people are trying to tell you, you know, whoever's might not believe in you. You might not be seeing the numbers you want to see in your bank account or on social media, whatever it is. Like, you just it might not be, it's not a smooth ride for you. So you feel like you just want to give up, and you can't give up. If you really want something really bad, the universe will test you to see how bad do you want it. They'll give you some type of circumstance or throw a wrench in your plans for some reason when certain things occur to see, are you scared? You know, so you want to create, whenever you're trying to manifest something for yourself or you want something to happen, when in the midst of you manifesting it, you probably don't know that you created that circumstance for yourself. So when it gets really rough, it's a test. It is a test, honey. Okay? Especially if you're out here building something, especially a business. You know what I mean? Or building a, you know, having a certain relationship or doing something for yourself, like working on yourself. Like, that's what they say, shadow work. Nobody wants to look at the man in the mirror because it's hard work. You start to notice some things that's really like, oh, damn. Like, did I do that? That's me? Damn. Like, you look at yourself like, I can't believe I did that. and then you want to give up, you know, so you gotta, this is weak right here. That's weak-minded, okay? Not the Strength card in reverse. You can't be weak right now. You don't do it. So that message has to be for somebody. You have to be able to take actions. And you can't be, sometimes you got to remove your emotions when you're trying to make decisions in your life. You have to be more cerebral. That way you can gain clarity and make those decisions. Sometimes you don't want to make decisions based off of how you feel, because your emotions or feelings are temporary. And then you make a long-term kind of decision based off of a temporary emotion or feeling. You're going to regret it later, because you're like, dang, and you're going to switch your mind up later on. And that looks like a confused mind. So you don't want to be unsure in anything that you feel like you're supposed to be doing. Okay? You just want to do it and get it done. So how can I correlate this to something real? Let's say something happens and it puts you in a mood. You're in a sour mood. You started, I don't know, you started a creative endeavor and now you're sharing it with everybody. And so here comes people throwing shade at whatever it is that you're doing, just saying all kinds of negative stuff about it. And then you get in your feelings about it. Now you don't want to take action anymore. You're over it. You're tired. Like, you're in a mood. They messed you up. Now you don't have it's like you don't have any willpower. You don't have the courage anymore. You don't have the strength anymore. You just want to give up on yourself, and you're scared. It's a test, okay? Because if you can't take the heat now, you know, the universe probably won't even give you anything bigger later on. Like, well, if you can't handle this small thing, imagine if we really put you on front center stage. It's kind of like, you know, you see it played out all the time with celebrities. They're making a name for themselves. They got hit selling records and they got the money to go wherever and do whatever. But yet you see the jail photo, or so-and-so got a DUI and ran somebody over or something from years ago. Like, all the truth of whatever events played out for them back in the day will start to come to the light. And then everybody's going to start bashing them online. And here goes the vlogs, blogs, whatever about them. It happens all the time. But some still keep going. You know what I'm saying? They still keep going despite whatever's said about them. Some address it and some don't even address it. They don't care. They keep going. They keep going. They keep going. So what are you going to do in the midst of when you're being tested in those moments where everything seems to just be crumbling? Are you just going to give up? That means you really didn't want it. That means whatever it is that you're trying to manifest for yourself you're not being true to who you are. It's not really a part of you. It was probably something temporary that you just wanted to try, or you wanted to get your teeth wet really quick for it and see if you could really do something, but that's not really what you're passionate about. So you have to make sure that whatever it is that you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears into, the universe is going to test you to see if you really want it. And then if you're being true, your authentic self, you're never going to give up. You won't stop doing it. You just won't. You're like, no matter what, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. And I'll tell you, I'm like a true testament to that. No matter what I faced in life, there's some things that I just still keep doing. Despite seeing numbers, whatever have you. Like, I don't care about any of that, because this is my passion. This is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I still keep going. I still show up for myself every single day in some form or fashion. So you got to like really gain your emotional intelligence. Be cerebral about the actions that you're making, confident actions, right? And then that way you can gain the material support and stability and build your foundation and be the boss status. So King of Chalices, and that's King of Sword energy, and then also the Queen of Pentacles. You see all this, look at this beautiful energy that played out. You will get the reward when you take the risk, when you keep going and you show the universe that you can fight through whatever it is that's being thrown at you. People are going to like you, whether it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of an energy. Whatever it is that you're going to tap into, whether you're a person that ain't got nothing, they're going to talk about you. And then when you do have something, they're going to talk about you. You guys see this play out with celebrities all the goddamn time. But yet, you know, you still gossiping to your friend about Kim K and whatever, but you still watch their TV show and you're still making them money. You're buying the slim fit, whatever the hell she sells. You know what I mean? You're still keeping them rich and you're still talking about them. You know what I mean? Like, make it make sense. They're still making money off of you, right? So same energy, okay? Making sure that you have the emotional intelligence, you're keeping your emotions in check, all right? And you stay passionate about the things that you want to do, and you're getting it done, okay? You're making sure things get done. Black and white kind of an energy, okay? You're going after what you want. I don't care. You're owning the fact that you're unique or you're weird or whatever they called you. You're owning it, and you're wearing it proud, all right? And you're not letting anyone step on you. You're walking with intellect, okay? This is a grand energy to have, because when you have intellect, happiness, and also, you know, you're moving out of your heart space, then you also have love, and you have all of these things, and you can stay really grounded and build your stability and be that, you know, big dick CEO kind of an energy right there, and take care of the things that you need to take care of, and also nurture yourself in the midst of all of that, okay? When you have the keys to your heart, that's pretty much really what that's showing me right there. I love that energy that came out, okay? So keep that in mind. Somebody might have needed a reminder, okay? Just know when you get to that place where nothing may not be easy, it might not flow like the way you wanted it to when you're trying to materialize or manifest something in your life. It might not play out in the way that you thought, but it's worked. Everything's working out for you. That's why I don't know if you watch Abraham Hicks or Esther Hicks. She has two sides to her. She always says, like, say to yourself, everything's always working out for you, no matter what. And it is. It's just you thought it was going to look a certain way. So then you start doubting yourself. You start going backwards. Your fear kicks in, and then you start caring about what everyone else has to say about it. So then you create a whole jacked up situation for yourself in your mind, and then that comes to reality in the midst of you when a manifestation is about to come through for you. So you kind of have to be careful, because this conflict in your mind right here is what I'm talking about. 5 of Sword energy. You can have a fight with your goddamn self, worried about nothing that's not even there yet, thinking about what if they think about this, and what if they say this, and you know, you're creating all of this in your head. That's that conflict energy, because this is Aquarius and Uranus energy. Okay, thinking outside the box, doing that unexpected things happening, and you're just not unaware of it. It could be something that's coming in for you that's going to work out for you, and if you believe that, then you're going to let it play out. But if you take it as a negative and you quit and you stop and you overthink about it, then you're going to create, that's when you're going to create the circumstances that you don't want. So you got to get out of your head, okay? You really got to get out of your head, and put one foot in front of the other. Knight of Pentacles. Put one foot in front of the other. Who cares if they call you weird? You want to be weird. You want to be outside of the box. You want to be different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have this one guy friend. People think he's gay just because he is a beautiful man. He looks like he looks like he has like feminine qualities about him. He's in his divine feminine. He might have earrings one day, or polish his nails, or you know, whatever it is. He doesn't do all of that, but I'm just throwing out, you know, I'm collectively speaking about all the men that are kind of like that, but they're still being themselves. They don't care, and they're not really like that. They get all the women, you know what I mean? Like, they're not even tripping about what anybody got to say. They know what they get, they know who they are, and they walk proudly. It's just kind of that energy. That's that Uranus and Aquarius energy. Remember, Aquarius energy, they were shunned for them thinking outside of the box and doing things differently. So I think this is the time to really embrace that, because you can really be a person, like I said, that's the plug, the go-to, the key. Like, people are going to start emulating you and copy you. Take it as a compliment, okay? But you got to be strong enough to get through it and take action. 7 of Wands. Mars and Leo. I was going to keep popping up. Mars and Leo. Continue to take action, okay? Fight for what you want. What are you passionate about? What are you creating right now? What do you want front center stage for? Some people want wealth behind the scenes. Well, keep working towards that. Some people want wealth and they're the face of whatever it is they're creating. Well, work towards that. Whatever it is that you want to do, you know, however it's playing out for you in your life right now, okay? While instilling your own morals, values, and beliefs in the midst of all that Hierophant energy. okay? Unprogramming to reprogram, you know, okay? And this is like, you know, that's why you got to stay tuned in, tapped in, and turned on mentally, okay? Spiritually, like, because this world, people can get really nasty. There's some weird people out here that do some crazy off the wall things, but you can't let it get to you. You might be able to peep it and see it, but you can't let that stunt you or stop you from where you're trying to go, okay? Or else you're just never going to get anywhere. You're just going to keep getting stuck. And then you're showing the universe that you don't have thick skin or tough skin. You can't really be true to your goddamn self. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be true to you. And you got to be strong mentally. You got to be strong mentally. Mental health is like key right now, you guys, okay? If you can't handle it, you're not going to be able to manifest it, okay? So, like I said, if you have that stuck energy, this is the Hanged Woman. If you have that stagnant energy, figure out why. That is Neptune energy too. Remember, Neptune's about to go retrograde at the end of the month, okay? Neptune's in Pisces right now. It's at its highest, almost highest degree. Where are we at? 27 degrees, okay? So, what's stopping you? Why is something stuck? You may need to make some changes if that's the case, okay? You might need to look at something, take it from a different perspective. This would be a grand time to maybe, you know, some people that you trust, and that you value their opinion and what they think. 2 heads are better than 1. 3 heads are better than 1. You know what I mean? Like, get your gears grinding. This is why it's important to be in those rooms of people that, I don't want to say smarter than you, but also people you can learn from and they can learn from you. You know what I'm saying? That gives you those ideas and gives you that spark and keeps you going. It's really important to be in rooms like that and have conversations like that. People that got stuff going for themselves, that have ideas. You want to be hanging around somebody like, it's going to be a conflict of interest if you want to kick it with Fred and he likes to be on the video games all day and just go to work and then be on the video games while you're trying to live this entrepreneur lifestyle outside of the box kind of an energy, and you guys are roommates together. It's a conflict of interest. It's a clash. It's like you guys are literally just paying rent together. You can't go to this person for nothing. They're probably not going to have that mindset like you. You got to hang around those people that have this, you know, that are like-minded in order to keep going, okay? Sometimes. So yeah, that's the tarot astrology portion, guys. Let's just pull out the wheel. Just a couple of reminders for all of us, right? Love that deck. Love that deck. So this is the wheel, you guys. If you guys are new here, I do the wheel all the way from Aries to Pisces to give you a quick little message. For, what's today? Tuesday? It's Tuesday, right? Yeah, because it's Mars Day. All right. You guys don't forget to thumbs up the videos you're watching. Helps the videos circulate and percolate. Por favor. All right, let's do all the way from, let's start with Aries, okay? Aries, Sun and Moon rising. We're going to do one card for each. Aries, Sun, Moon, rising, or Mars, because you can do the ruling planet if you want to and pertain it to wherever Mars is transiting in your house. That's how you can play it out. Anyways, so King of Pentacles in reverse. Mars is going for the money. They are literally Mars. Aries. If whatever you're working on right now, you're on fire with it. Like, that's all you're focused on. you're like, if anything else is failing right now, like especially like if you don't have like a particular love connection, if you're not invested in that aspect, I feel like the Aries energy, you guys are definitely going towards the material world. You're really trying to make something for yourself. Oh, you're really trying to make a name for yourself here. Oh, there we go. So you could come across as maybe selfish. Maybe you don't want to go hang out with, you know, your peeps, you know, at the club or the bar or whatever. Maybe you want to put all your time and energy into going towards your endeavors and building that foundation for yourself. So some people might look at you as being stubborn or selfish, you know, but really you got a master plan, you know what I mean? But for some of you, you might really be so far in, if you are in a connection with someone, you might forget about your loved ones, or you might not care about your love relationships at this point. And you got to be careful of that, because you want to make sure that you're being attentive to your relationships, especially when Venus goes into Leo. Oh, excuse me. Because Venus is the planet of love and relationships, right? And Lilith is having that little cute aspect right now, sextile, to help you with that. So be careful not to neglect, if you are, you know, if you do have people in your life right now that you should be a little bit attentive to, because this is giving total Gemini energy, Sun in Gemini, like Geminis, you know, or Virgo energy, where they just like really, or Capricorn energy, where they go balls to the walls and working, like workaholic kind of an energy, going after what they want. So I feel like you guys are just more focused on your money, focused on the bag, focused on being prosperous in life right now. You know, material pleasures is the King of Pentacles, name of the game. All right. Going after the money. You want your career to blow up, or if you're building a business, I feel like that's just more your focus. And if you're not really focused on that, maybe the spirit is telling you, like, use this energy to get things going for yourself. Okay. If you want to go get that house, what do you got to do to get that house, or that car, or, you know what I mean? Like, or that lifestyle, or whatever you're going towards, whatever you're trying to accomplish. Clearly, it's got to be about your career, money, material success with King of Pentacles. That's straight up like Virgo energy. Taurus. Taurus, sun, moon, rising. Oh, this is the wrong deck. I'm not even going to tell you what card came out either. I hope it doesn't come out in that deck. I'm tripping. Hold on. Taurus. I knew something wasn't right for a second. That's why nothing was coming out. Okay, there we go. So Taurus, love this. Four of Wands energy, beautiful. Aries energy at that. So taking action towards, you know, celebrating life. You know, this could be like family matters, or going after the things that you want, taking action on it. 4 is a masculine number. So going toward like harvesting, having lots of success with whatever it is that you've got going on right now at this time. Stability. Okay, I think of number 4. I think of having all 4 legs on a table, having peace, stability, you know, feeling, you know, walking in gratitude for what you have right now and the things that you have accomplished, so you're able to celebrate those things and maybe enjoy some time with family in the midst of it, or friends, and get out there. And it's kind of like, this is a person that it might not be big jumps and leaps in life, but I'm going towards something and it's stable and it's looking good and it's feeling good. So I'm going to celebrate the small wins too. Okay. And the big ones. I like it. Very harmonious. This can also mean too, if you are, maybe you're in the mode to settle down. 4 of Wands, they always say, is a marriage card. You might want to deepen a connection. So it could be that. But I feel like it's more foundational, building your stability, making it nice and solid. You are walking, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a D word. What's the D word I'm looking for, y'all? Oh, discipline. You're being very disciplined right now, okay? With what you got going on. Gemini. Ooh, love to see it. Queen of Pentacles. Gemini. So you could be a person right now, you are literally the bag. You look like it, you feel like it, you're nurturing yourself. You could be nurturing on others. You could be working on new projects right now at this time that could give you the material success that you're looking for or going towards. This is like go-getter energy, or you could just be being responsible in life right now, taking the steps that you need to in order to nurture whatever aspects in your life as far as your duties, responsibilities, and obligations. Okay, this can also be you working on your personal endeavors, as far as maybe you're building on something. You might have tapped into something where it makes you feel good, to where maybe later on, you know, if this does bring in more for your financial forecast, then so be it. But that's not your intent. The money is not the intent. It's actually you just putting in that energy already, because you already feel wealthy. It's like you're putting out your work to help other people in a sense. So I like that. It's like a charitable kind of an energy, but hey, so be it. If that brings you more clients or sells more products or whatever it is for you, then boom, or it turns into a business, you're like, even better, you know? Like, because Queen of Pentacles energy, she's like boss status. So we like that. Lots of abundance and prosperity right there. Cancer. Cancer. Woo. Cancer, 9 of Wands. This is Sag energy. You're on a quest to be free or towards freedom right now. You're going towards, it's like you're almost there. You could be working on something to where you're trying to be free, like literally speaking. Like this could be some paperwork you're tapping into to free yourself from a contract, from a person, place, or a thing. Or this can be in a travel sense, like as far as like you want to move away or move towards something, or you know what I'm saying, like literally, like geographically speaking. Or this could be you actually taking risks and taking action on things that are going on in your life right now. Okay, but I feel like you could be very tired in the midst of all this. You know, if you have all these things going on, if you have maybe too much going on, you could feel just burnt out, exhausted. You could be like feeling like you're a one-man man, or it could be like too much on your plate in a sense to where you're almost there towards like going towards a new cycle, but it's like you're just like, damn, like I really don't, what did I get myself into? I need help. Like it's just a lot. So be careful not to create any conflicts for yourself right now at this time. So, you know, and also too, you could just be in the mode of like, you want things to change so bad. Like you're just so ready for it. You're open for it. So you could just be waiting for the day. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait for this. I can't wait for that. Like you could be so excited about that. So, you're on your way to achieving something grand, completing a cycle, almost there. Don't give up, because you might obtain your manifestations. Okay, don't give up, don't give up. I always so keep your emotions intact during this time. Leo. Leo. You have the Empress in reverse. Are we not using our intuition, Leo? What's going on? Leo, I feel as if there could be so there could be some situation that could be a little bit difficult for you right now. And you got to use your intuition. You got to use your gut in order to navigate this right now at this time, okay? I feel like maybe you're in your mind, you're in your head, okay? With these energies that are going on right now, there could be something that's you're going towards, or you could be thinking about or working on, but it's like it could be a stuck energy. It's like stagnant. You're not seeing the results that you want to see from it, possibly. So you got to make sure that, you know, check what's going on up here first, okay? Yeah, because you want to grow and you really want to develop whatever it is that you're tuning in and tapping into. So you might need to find a balance between your divine feminine, divine masculine energy right now. You might be more on the masculine side of things, and your feelings might be taking a back seat right now. So use this moon in Libra energy to balance the scales. That way you can bring forth that energy as far as maybe dealing with some emotions. Maybe there's something that you can't talk to somebody about that you need to deal with right now. Virgo. Virgo. So, damn. Virgo, there's something that you've done. You got Eight of Cups in reverse. There's something that you participated in, Virgo, as far as Eight of Cups in reverse, to where it's like you're on this road, you know, it's not about, you know, the material. It's not about, you know, the pleasures. There's something deeper, but yet there could be something that you experienced or you participated in to where it's causing you to doubt yourself, and now you're worried about something. There's that Virgo energy. Worried about something. What's up, mama? You could be worried about something. You're thinking about something too much. So there's something there. I don't know what it is, but you could be worried about something, or you're thinking about something. What's up, mama? Come here. You hang out, mommy? Oh, okay. Pepper wants to be in the mix. You're definitely thinking about something. Okay, so what is it that you could be thinking about right now at this time? Really make sure that, you know, someone's writing something and it's not. Better make sure there's no cuss words. Really make sure that it's something that you want, because you're in a worried energy, okay? Get your power back. Libra. Hey. Oh. Libra. What's Libra got going on? Libra. There's something where you just feel like there's a situation in your life right now where it feels kind of unfair for you. Whether you're dealing with a person right now or a place or a thing, and you're trying to make sure that you just want things to be fair so bad. Okay, so you might need to have a conversation with somebody. You might need to talk to somebody about something, or you might need to talk to yourself about how you're going to move forward in whatever it is that you got going on. Okay, make sure that you check yourself first and your energy, and you're not pointing fingers at anybody either. You know, because sometimes we can be engaging in something to where we participated in that energy. It takes two sometimes, so you might be a culprit as well. So make sure you check that first before you going into whatever situation that is that you're dealing with right now at this time, okay? Because the moon is in your sign right now, so this is something you could be already working on with someone. Could be a partner. Maybe you're unhappy with something that they did. You guys had a tiff, rift, conflict, you know, argument, or you're just not happy, and so you're venturing off. Don't sweep it under the rug. Kind of deal with it. Scorpio. Scorpio. Scorpio, you got 7 of Pentacles in reverse. didn't you get this yesterday? I'm not sure. But this could be towards your financial situation when it's Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So it could be something that you might not be paying attention to as far as maybe your spending habits or where you're putting your money in, or whatever it is that you're investing in. This could be your time and your energy too. You could be investing into people, places, and things that really don't have your best interests at heart. Or maybe you're not creating enough of something right now in your life to bring on the material success that you're looking for. So you might need to tap more into something, or gain a new hobby or activity of some sort that can bring home the bacon for you. Okay. You might be in denial, or you're trying to avoid something as well when it comes to money matters. Like you might not be so confident, or you might not want to change something right now, and you know you may need to in order to bring home the bacon. Or this could literally be whoever or whatever you're participating in. It could be a behavior or a pattern of some sort. It's like you're over investing into somebody and it's not going anywhere. There's no reciprocity. So this could be something personal for you. This could be a test that you're facing right now at this time as well. Okay. So Sag, yeah, there could be some healing that needs to go along with that too. Sag. So Sag, you have Two of Swords. So something that you need to make a decision about in your life right now. Okay, you need to take action on it. Instead of thinking about it, really weigh out the pros and cons and make a decision. Okay, and be careful that you don't make a poor decision, or you don't have, how should I say this, poor judgment, I should say. Okay, and you don't want to end up making the wrong choice. So, or if you did make a wrong choice in something, maybe there's something that you need to correct or change right now at this time and make it right. Balance the scales while the moon's in Libra. Okay, and make a rational decision for yourself and gain some clarity right now at this time. Okay, this could be in your partnerships with the number 2. If you're not taking action now, you can wait until Venus goes into Leo. Totally up to you. All right. Yeah, it has to do something with your emotions or something like that. It has to do something with relationships, because I just looked and it was King of Cups in reverse. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to Capricorn. Okay. Let's see what we have for Capricorn. Capricorn. Capricorn, there's something that is delayed, honey, in your life right now at this time. I feel like you're not feeling like you don't feel motivated to do anything right now at this time. Okay, there could have been a minor hiccup that you're faced with 6 of Wands energy. It has to do something where you're taking action, something you in the midst of moving, or something like you taking action on something. There's some type of hiccup. It's temporary. I feel like it's gonna go away, but you're delayed in some form or fashion. Okay, some type of bad news, or it's just something could have happened. Or maybe it's you're not tapping into your potential right now at this time. There could be many things. You see how all this energy is playing out right now? Maybe you're not utilizing all the energy to your advantage right now at this time. So it could also be that as well. All right, so find a nice balance and figure out what that is. Integrate more of what you want to do and learn how to recognize the opportunities that are presented. Aquarius. Okay, so we got 10 of Cups. Ooh, this is so lovely. This is like 10 of Cups is literally closing out a cycle, or like you feel just complete. Whoever you have in your life right now, whatever's going on right now, or maybe you could have completed a mission, or someone in your life makes you feel complete, or you did a gesture to yourself, or you took you did something to where you feel good, like you loved on yourself and you're happy right now based off of something that you've done or you've said. something that has to do with your heart or love or your emotions. This could be someone telling you or showing up, you know, saying that they love you or want to be with you or whatever, and then it's like reciprocated. Okay. um think of also 10 of cups as like, you know, the joining of two families. Let's say you have a family and someone else does, like coming together with someone that may feel like family to you, or you coming together with someone and wanting to have a family with them. Something of that sort, some type of pleasure. I just see like really good things coming towards you for your future here. It looks really good. So it's like you've ended something with someone, or you ended something in your life has ended, and now you're just ready to start a new beginning, because if you do 10 equals 1, which is new beginnings, right? So a lot of growth. Okay, Pisces. All right, Pisces, we have Knight of Wands. So you guys are just feeling, Knight of Wands is you're taking action on your creative endeavors and whatever that looks like for you. You know, you're taking action on whatever it is that you want to do. It's like this ambitious, driven kind of an energy, like you're going towards something, you're going for something, you're just forging forward, you're taking action. And you know, knights want to be that king or queen spot. So you're really going towards something. You're really thriving for success no matter whatever challenges you face. You're just like you're going through it. You're going towards it. You're forging forward. You're even competitive kind of an energy as well. Very enthusiastic. You know, you're trying to just make it happen for yourself. Making it happen, yapping. So I really like that. Lots of energy. Very enthusiastic. So that is your guys' spread for today. I'll timestamp everything. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped, and turned on. Don't forget, everything will be timestamped that we can go back to it. Share out the video. Give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Helps the video circulate and percolate. That way somebody else may want to hear the message. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.